Hey, this is Nat, and we're off our couch halfway between Savannah, Georgia, approximately 82 miles south of Savannah, and Jacksonville, Florida, about 75 miles north of Jacksonville, visiting the historic and stunning St. Simon's Island, Georgia, one of the Golden Isles, the barrier islands off the coast of Georgia, the largest one in fact. And we have had the privilege these past few years to roam all over this island and experience some of the educational, interesting, and beautiful places there are to enjoy here on St. Simon's Island and share it all with you. So now in this video, we are highlighting 6 cool things to do on St. Simon's Island. If you've been getting off the couch with us, some of these you may recognize from past adventures, and we appreciate you all joining us then and now. And we have new places to show too in this video. And if all of these adventures are new, if you're brand new to our channel, welcome. Thanks for getting out the couch with us. And let's jump into our list, which is in no particular order. But I felt like I found it necessary to start here with the Tree Spirits Scavenger Hunt as our first cool, fun, and free thing to do here in St. Simon's Island. The Golden Isles Welcome Center is where you can pick up a map, a guide to locating the tree spirits, and behind the Welcome Center is where you will find your very first tree spirit. Now, if you happen to arrive after Welcome Center hours, I will include a link to the scavenger hunt from their website too. I believe the Tree Spirits is a great starting point for our list of cool things to do here on St. Simon's Island for multiple reasons. Number one, these faces carved in areas of the trees which are void of living tissue, so no oak trees are harmed in the process. These faces are images of sailors who once sailed the ships that were made from the oak trees found on St. Simon's Island. That is according to legend. Number two, the journey, as we discover on our own Tree Spirit Scavenger Hunt. That video link is in the description if you'd like to check that out. Anyways, from that journey, we learned that this hunt will allow you to explore nearly the entirety of the island. It takes you all over the island. In fact, the Tree Spirit Scavenger Hunt will lead you to our second fun, beautiful, and again, free thing to do here in St. Simon's Island, exploring Gascoigne Bluff. When we discussed the faces that rest on the oak trees, I mentioned the legend that these were faces from sailors who once sailed the ships made from these oak trees. Gascoigne Bluff was once a shipping point for timber and had been used in building old Ironsides, the USS Constitution, one of the 6 original ships of the U.S. Navy, the oldest commissioned warship afloat in the world, and timbers came here also for the Brooklyn Bridge. In addition to being a shipping point for timber, Gascoigne Bluff has served as a headquarters for a military invasion, as well as a site for a lumber mill and a sea island cotton plantation. In fact, 2 slave cabins from the plantation era of Gascoigne Bluff still remain on the island. These cabins, made of tabby, a concrete mixture made from burnt oyster shells, lime, sand, and water, housed 2 families. The cabins were split in half, with the kids staying upstairs. These family members were enslaved on the Hamilton Plantation, a plantation that produced long staple sea island cotton along with oak and pine timbers. Check the website link that is in the description for the most current information about tour availability and learn more about the people who worked this plantation as well as the area's history as a lumber mill. Tours are free and donations are accepted and appreciated. There is still more though to take in here at Gascoigne Bluff. This area possesses 24 acres of green space, which features a public fishing pier, a floating dock, a disc golf course, and a fitness trail, making our second fun, beautiful, and free thing to do here on St. Simon's Island a memorable way to acknowledge and learn from the past while enjoying the present moment on this beautiful island. Very, very near Gascoigne Bluff is Epworth by the Sea. Epworth by the Sea is a conference, retreat, and vacation center owned by the South Georgia Conference of the United Methodist Church. And located on the lovely grounds of the center is the Arthur J. Moore Methodist Museum, which is our third interesting and educational thing to do here on St. Simon's Island. The museum is home to an amazing life-size 40-piece paper mache nativity. There are 2 2 nativity rooms containing over 200 nativity scenes, works of art from all over the world. The museum also provides history of the island as well as the Methodist movement. The museum is free to tour. Donations are appreciated. Check the website link in the description for more details, hours, and information. For our 4th historical, educational, and active activity to enjoy here on St. Simon's Island, that is the St. Simon's Island Lighthouse Museum. 129 steps will direct you to the top of this lighthouse for views of the St. Simon's Sound, the south end of St. Simon's Island, the mainland Brunswick, and another barrier island off the coast of Georgia, Jekyll Island. There's more to do at the lighthouse though than just climb all the way to the top. The museum contains information covering the history of the lighthouse, the history of the island, and even a history of the fort that once stood here, Fort St. Simon's. For a more up-close look, check out our visit and experience where we climb to the top and read as well as interact with all of the history here. That video link is in the description. Often when visitors tour the lighthouse, they also tour the World War II Homefront Museum, since they are both a part of the Coastal Georgia Historical Society, and combo tickets can be purchased at a discounted rate to view both attractions. And we have done that. We have viewed both attractions. So that brings us to our 5th educational and engaging thing to do here in St. Simon's Island, Georgia, the World War II Homefront Museum. The World War II Homefront Museum is located in the historic Coast Guard station at East Beach, and this museum focuses on the contributions of coastal Georgia during World War II. Interactive exhibits, attractive visuals, and engaging displays throughout 2 buildings work together to tell how the war greatly affected the daily lives of the residents as well as the area of coastal Georgia. For a fun, thorough, and in-depth look of the World War II Homefront Museum, check out our experience. The video link is in the description. I just mentioned this museum is a former Coast Guard station and located at East Beach. So just a short walk across the parking lot from the museum will take us to our final fun-free and relaxing thing to enjoy here in St. Simon's Island, the beach. Since St. Simon's Island is off the coast of Georgia, of course, there is a beach. And what's cool about this beach, which is named East Beach, is that there are multiple access points and they all have their own unique offerings. Whether it's a playground, an ideal place for bird watching, access points that are dog friendly, or access points that have easy access to shopping and restaurants. With this variety, there is a great chance that there is a beach access to make your beach day even more enjoyable. Need more details about available beach access points and their various offerings? We do have a video, a full experience of our day on East Beach, and that video is in the description. Well, we have now read through 6 cool things to do here in St. Simon's Island, Georgia. Let us know your thoughts, and if you're planning to visit to any of these featured locations or to St. Simon's Island and you found this video helpful with your planning, please hit the thumbs up button, let us know. And if you are planning a trip here, definitely subscribe. Keep getting off the couch with us, because each Saturday we are off our couch for a new adventure, and we are back once again in St. Simon's Island with more cool things to do here. So if you need more ideas, more convincing to make a trip to St. Simon's Island, we have it. Join us off the couch again for that adventure, and join us too, please, for our monthly newsletter. Each month we provide travel tips, travel freebies, added travel inspiration to aid you when you are off the couch. The sign up link is in the description and on our website at offourcouch.com, and right here too on YouTube under the community tab. We will end this video and adventure by saying thank you for joining us off the couch here in St. Simon's Island, Georgia, exploring this island. Thank you for the likes, comments, shares, and feedback. All of you join us off the couch week after week is what makes these adventures possible, so thank you. Until next week, click on the video to see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.